everyone. Welcome back to Third Shot Podcast. Uncle Greg and I have another great episode in store for you all. But as always, please head on over to our social media, Instagram and Facebook at Third Shot Podcast. You can also find us on X at Third Shot Pod. And if you want to look at us and watch all of our previous episodes as well as this one, you can head on over to YouTube and find us by searching Third Shot Podcast.
I love the fact that we actually get to record now in our Dill Dinker studio,
Right?
and we're in the process of redoing it. So, little teaser for the future. We're gonna have a new Dill Dinker studio in Henderson. So, can't wait for everybody to see the new studio. But for this show, I can't wait because we're always trying to introduce pickleball to new audiences and tell the stories of the people that are really supporting the pickleball community. And today we have Ishmael Nieves, and he is doing something really cool for the children and the kids growing up with pickleball. So let's bring Ishmael into the studio. Hey, Ishmael, welcome to Third Shot Podcast.
Hey, thank you very much. Thanks for the invitation.
We
Glad to
can't
be.
wait. Yeah, we can't wait to hear more about this super cool project that you have. I don't want to blow the cover yet, but let's
Blow the
do
cover. Yeah.
wink, wink. Yeah, that was a good one. I should also mention too that if you are listening, I might recommend you going over to YouTube and watching this because Ishmael's got a really cool backdrop that you all would want to check out. So let's do a little toast to you, Ishmael, and Pickleball Chronicles. Cheers.
First shot.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, now we're ready, right?
Yes, we are.
All right, Ishmael, tell us and our audience a little bit about your pickleball story and how you got started in the game and where it led you today.
Well, my pickleball story started 2 years and 4 months ago, but who's counting? Okay, so I was literally dragged out of my house um, by a friend. He knew that I had a background of tennis and a background of ping pong, but I was an online gamer, avid online gamer, and I was struggling in my past, and I was in depression. So my friends decided to take me out of the house, and they said, "You're coming with us. We need a fourth." I mean, that's very common. I could get the text, "We need a fourth. We need a fourth." You know. So they needed a fourth, and they knew my background, and they just wanted to get me out of the house. So they got me out of the house. They took me to an indoor court at a mall, and we got there, and they said, "This is pickleball," and I'm like, "Pickle what? Food or something?" No, no, this is pickleball. This is what we're gonna play. I don't know what that is. So they explained the rules to me, and after that, pretty much I fell in love with the sport. I mean, I've been playing ever since, and I haven't stopped. So I'm very excited to be part of this community. Really.
That is so cool that you fell in love with it so quickly. It's an amazing coincidence. That's not even a coincidence. It's a phenomenon that people fall in love with this sport almost immediately. I know when Bridgie introduced it to me, it only took me 10 minutes before I fell in love with it. And I knew I just wanted to like play this and keep getting better. You mentioned something about your friends, calling you wanting to get you out of the house because you were in depression.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is another amazing thing about pickleball is like how it helps people with their mental health. I don't want to pry too much, but if you're willing to share, we'd love to hear that story and what it's done for you mentally.
Well, I'm still working my financial situation, so it was a process that we were self-employed. Our business took a downturn, as many businesses in this economy have taken, and I was also an avid online player, so I would just close out. Literally, I would close out to society and live in my house, in my room, and just play. Go to work because I had a functional depression. I would still go to work, but then not socialize with anybody else physically and just go home and stay there.
Hmm.
Um, but after meeting pickleball and getting to know pickleball, all of a sudden I felt better. I felt energized. I felt different. And in my social media, some of my friends from my church made a small group and went to a pickleball court, an indoor pickleball court, and they posted it. And I was so excited. I was like, "Wow, I just discovered pickleball, and these guys are playing pickleball too. I need to get in on this." So when I started playing pickleball with my friends and friends at church, that got me out of the house. That got me to get a better relationship with God, go to church, and have a more positive mindset of the future. And having that positive energy and positive mindset just transformed me to what I am today, and it's been such a positive influence because nowadays you could I plan my vacations around pickleball. If I want to go out to a different place, let's say North Carolina, for example. I went to Thanksgiving visit my brother in North Carolina in Hickory, and was planning. Okay, let's see pickleball around Hickory. And I was literally like, yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay, we got 4 indoor, we got 3 rec plays. Awesome, I'm on it. But just to really discover that, I mean, in my opinion, and some will agree, one of the big capital cities of pickleball, like states, it's Florida is one of the top five.
That's
You know,
right. Yeah.
so when I go to North Carolina, I saw a crowd. Okay, but people here are crazy. People people here play pickleball by the thousands. In North Carolina, yeah, it's just a sport. No, we take it personal here in Florida. We wanna play, but we wanna win too. So it's, it's very intense. It's very intense. So I like it. Also, I do want to share one regret that I have pickleball.
What's that?
One of my best friends from my tennis background, 10 years, well, now it's like 12, but 12 years ago, we she wanted to introduce me to pickleball. 12
Uh,
years ago. Oh no, it's like the prideful tennis player. Oh no,
Right.
I don't like that paddle. I don't like that how that ball sounds. And open sport. I actually said that 10 years ago. Okay.
mm-mm.
So if I would have taken in account her counsel, I would have had more than 10 years of experience in pickleball. I mean, that would have been awesome. But we don't, we're going to take those regrets and we're going to make up some time and just enjoy the sport and give it my all. That's what I want to do. Just
Right.
give it my all and just ride the wave because I mean, I would love to turn pro someday.
All right,
I know it's gonna be hard, but that's you know,
do it,
you aim for
do
the
it.
stars and you
Exactly.
you're gonna be far off better.
Did you reach back out to that friend and share with her now that you're playing pickleball? What
With
was her response?
Oh, now you want to play pickleball. Now you want to come around. So yeah, she's very good. Shout out to Rebecca Cristina if she's watching and listening. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she's played with top players. I mean, she's
Wow.
probably like a 4 or 5 plus
Mm,
player. She's out there. So
nice.
she's played with, for example, Barea. You know JJ Barea, the basketball
Yes, yes,
she plays with she plays with her wife. his
Oh,
wife.
his wife. Okay.
Right, they play together at the doubles, female doubles. So she's very good.
I'm guessing JJ would probably be pretty good at pickleball because he's so fast and he's got great reflexes, but his hand-eye coordination is amazing. So I would guess that he'd be good at pickleball.
I saw him once playing, and it was like, wow, it was impressive. His hands,
Yeah.
once he slapped that ball, yeah, it's not coming back.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Seriously. I wouldn't want to be on the other side of the net.
Oh no, no, it's like, wow, I don't think I could hit it back. So I'll stay at my 3-5. It's okay. Eventually, I'll get up there. But yeah, it was intense.
Well,
He's a very good player.
hopefully you catch up to him and you can play against JJ. That'd be a great story to tell.
Cool.
Speaking of stories, you're creating stories now around pickleball for the children. So tell us a little bit about how you from the journey you took from starting to play pickleball a couple years ago to now creating Pickleball Chronicles.
Well, that's a very interesting story. For example, Pickleball Chronicles uh, comes through my passion. It's like I'm using Pickleball Chronicles to share my experience and my growth of finding the sport and wanting to grow in the sport. Like for example, we have Jay. This is Jay. This
Uh-huh.
is Lee. This is the protagonist and the supporting character. This is Dinky, and this is Whiffy. Okay, so these two characters are the main characters. They take the story all the way up. My goal is to make it a story all the way up to like a world championship. Okay, so it's not just a coloring book. It's like a story that I want to bring together and incorporate different experiences that I have. For example, one of the most interesting experiences that I have had in pickleball is that you can't judge a book by its cover. And we've all been there. We've all been guilty of that. You see a person, you say, "Oh, I don't think he plays that well." And once he gets into the court, you're like, "Wow, he really is very good." Gosh. So the story behind this is that one of my pages in the Pickleball Chronicles, it's about this elderly couple. This elderly couple one day, I remember very much, a Saturday, I was playing and winning most of my games in rec play by a good margin. All of a sudden, this little lady, elderly lady, says, "Oh, can I play with you guys? I mean, it seems to be the perfect court for us to be in." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna soften it for you." But she said, "Oh, we're just here to play." That's all she said. We're here to play. Wow. All I could say is that I got pickled. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
I got the first game. We got pickled. Like my partner was looking at me, dude, do something. Oh, you do something. We didn't have any answers to them. Uh, I believe we played like 3 or 4 games with them. We were rotating pretty fast, and if we barely got to 5 in any of those previous games, it was a lot. It was like good. But I mean, this couple was amazing. And it had the traits of an early repair person, a few. You got the knee braces, the elbow, the different braces, and you're like, wow, how are they doing that? How are they not moving almost and getting the ball past me and making me move to the left, and they throw it, behind you and past me, and I was very I was very impressed. So taking this story into account, um, I wanted them to share a page on my book. So I decided to add them to the story.
Do they know they're in your book? Is there a way for you to communicate with them like still or
No, because it was just a rec play, a Saturday
uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I met, but I took that too hard. I mean, I took it too hard. But if they ever remember me, yeah, this is them right here.
All right. Well, they're
Oh, how
listening and watching right
cute.
now, and if
I know.
everybody on YouTube can see
Let's
the
find them.
the page in your book.
There you go. I called them Ruth and Earl, right? Ruth and Earl, and underneath Ruth and Earl, I put NR because we talked about it, and there were non-rated players.
Oh,
They don't even have
No.
they don't have duper, and I'm like, "What's your duper?" "Oh, we don't have duper." I'm like, "Why?" "Oh, we just like rec playing. That's all." "But you're very good." It's okay. We know.
It's like kicking butt in rec play.
Yeah, we know. We like to take people like you down. It was awesome. So that story, it's for our characters. When they went into the court, they thought they were gonna win, and they were gonna do excellent. And they meet them, and they gotta level out.
mhm. Taught him a
So
lesson.
it taught them a lesson not to judge a book by its cover. Um, there's another story within Pickleball Chronicles that they went to a first tournament, right? And they encountered their first doubles. And when they encountered their first double, it was amazing. It was two dudes that were gonna play against them that were CrossFit guys. I mean, just ripped from top to bottom. I mean, all and they seemed fast. They seemed strong. They seemed all these features that you could judge by books cover and say, "Wow, we're gonna lose this one because look at these guys." And before starting the game, they had to fall back on their plan. They say, "You know what? We have a plan. Let's just let's just think. Let's just play. Let's just make sure that we could do what we have practiced to do." When the game started, they noticed that, hey, they did not know how to play very well. They were just starting as players in the tournament.
They just looked big.
They just look big, they just look fit, they just look fast, but they had the technique. So they had to fall back on confidence in themselves in their game. And they, at another angle, they had to like, hey, we shouldn't judge us too harshly and have confidence in ourselves in our game and not put our put pressure on ourselves because sometimes uh, our self-talk while we play, it's so important.
Hmm.
It's so important because if you speak negative to yourself while you're playing, then it will come out negative. You won't be able to win. Pickleball, like any other sport, is a mental sport. You gotta focus. You gotta understand that if you drill, if you practice, then you're gonna be able to give the output that you need.
Right. Yeah.
So
Pickleball really has an opportunity to teach so many important life lessons. And I think it's amazing that you're putting it out there for the youth because it seems like youth pickleball is on the rise now. So it's a great way for them to kind of learn these lessons, life lessons, but also pickleball lessons.
yes.
And yeah, so in your chronicles in the book that you were holding up for us, does it also have the stories along with the characters, or is that version of it just the coloring pages?
This version is just the coloring pages. Okay. I decided to go with the coloring pages because it's what I was able to conjure up at the moment because um, I already have the script for the episodes.
Oh,
So my
awesome.
goal, my goal is to be able to like somehow make it to an animated series.
That'd
So
be
you,
amazing to
you
go
know,
alongside with it. Yeah.
yes, that's everybody asked me, well, when is the book gonna come out? So I'm gonna be working on that because, I mean, if I already have the script, I just gotta like work it into like a pickleball book and make a Pickleball Chronicles the book
Hmm.
coming out, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. So basically, this is my first step to be able to like validate the market, see how people react to my characters, and see. And so far, it has been amazing. I mean, a lot of people have loved the coloring book. A lot of people have seen the characters. I mean, this is an amazing book. I did my own unboxing and I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, this looks so great. I mean, the colors and everything. It's not the same thing as like, for me it's not like baking a cake. This is like different because somebody else will do it for you. You're doing it, but you send it out, and when it gets to your hands, it's like, wow, this is so exciting. So being able to produce something out of your imagination, because frankly, this is all from the top of my head, and you might think, well, this guy must work in something related. Well, actually, I don't.
Well, it takes some work though, just turning your ideas into an actual product, right?
Yeah.
So, has anybody helped you along the way, maybe with the animations or the drawing or coming up with some of the stories?
Well, the story is my own. The cartoons are my own. What I could say is, it is my creation, but it's 100% AI created.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Okay.
really cool.
Yes. And the amazing part is being able to create something that's consistent.
Hmm.
People have seen the coloring book say you created with this with prompting, but have the character like shifted and not look alike from beginning to end. And I'm like, yeah, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work in the prompting section and creating the story so the AI could understand what you're trying to like uh, show and
Mhm.
create and generate. It's just something else. So it's been a good journey, I would say. I've been working with my AI for 3 years. Okay.
Okay.
And um, everybody uses it differently, but it's ChatGPT. I I love ChatGPT. It's amazing. I do so many things with it. And if you don't understand ChatGPT, just comment or talk to me. I'll help you out because it's amazing. It's something that it has impacted me positively also, to structure myself in the future. For example, being able to create a strategy for the book, being able to create emails, and being able to just do shout outs and it, once you get structured with AI and align yourself with AI, it's a tool. Don't let it influence you, because it will try to influence you. I've seen it and I've stopped it. Even my AI has a name. She's called Phoenix.
Oh,
Okay.
Phoenix.
Yeah, it's called Phoenix. Phoenix, I let her know, hey, Phoenix, you're stepping over the line. Okay, I'm leading. So okay, nope. And she'll apologize. She'll apologize. Say, oh, I'm sorry. I'll wait for you to tell me what to do. Yes, please. So and we have made some plans to the future. So yeah, that has been my sidekick here in the computer. But mostly, I wanna take a moment because I believe that everybody has a gift from God. I believe that everybody has a gift that God has given them, and if they find that gift, they walk on that gift, they will be blessed differently, and they don't have to struggle. Like for example, creating this has opened some doors that I would have never expected to be open. And I know that it's been a gift from God. God will guide you. It's like the philosophy, what the Japanese call the ikigai. Have you
Okay.
heard of that?
I
The
think I've
ikigai?
heard of that. Yeah.
Okay, the ikigai is like a philosophy. It's like when you work within your talents, when you work within your gifts, and being able to bring something to the community that is created by you, and it's unique. So for me, this is like part of my ikigai. This is like Pickleball Chronicles. It's it's being able to give to the pickleball community, being able to share my experience with the pickleball community, also being able to teach kids about the sport. Because one of the things that I've made me create the pickleball coloring book is that I live close to my niece and my nephew. So they like pickleball, but they're not very dexterous playing yet. So they don't really like when I leave them. Oh, to go to the courts and be able to like, oh my gosh, Tio Tony, Tio, Uncle Tony. They call me Uncle Tony. Uncle Tony, do you have pickleball today? I go, yes. Ah, oh my gosh, you're always on pickleball, always. Okay. So I shared with them the Pickleball Chronicles book, and they were so excited. They started loving the sport.
Oh,
They,
neat.
Oh,
they
that's so
started
good.
sharing with me, and in fact, I in my social media, I was able to post a video of my niece sharing her experience with the coloring book, and she chose like a pickleball influencer. I have a pickleball influencer in the coloring book, and
Uh-huh.
she that was her first and favorite page
Oh,
because she
neat.
wants to be an influencer too.
Uh-huh.
So we started doing the video and said, "Oh yeah, we're influencers now. We're influencing." And, she's gonna be 10 soon, so she has all that swag of a 10 year old that likes the camera, and it's been very exciting, and it's brought me together with my niece and my nephew because they like to color as well, and they're very creative. So
Yeah.
they they started coloring the book already, and they're very excited about the coloring book. So
It's amazing. I think
so
we should, yeah, and I think we should toast to that because
definitely,
Yeah.
it sounds like it's successful already, and I can't wait to see
amen.
how much more it gets picked up and how people can enjoy Pickleball Chronicles. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to Pickleball Chronicles. So for all the parents out there that want to get Pickleball Chronicles for their children, what's the easiest way for them to do that?
It's very easy. You go to Amazon, search Pickleball Chronicles, and it'll be the first choice that you'll have. So
Nice.
that'll be amazing. Um, it's gonna bridge the gap between the parents who are avid players and the children who don't play yet. They'll be able to identify themselves and be able to say, hey, I might not be able to play with my dad, but at least I could color something related to my pickleball. And,
Mm-hmm.
and I will this is the first book. We will be including some adventures and world tours of the players, and being able to make it like a teaching book. It's gonna be something that they'll be able to learn from the world. Also, they're gonna be able to learn not only about pickleball, but they'll be able to learn about traveling. They'll be able to learn about the rules. Eventually, what my goal is, the animated series is gonna make it easier for the children to watch the animation and be able to say, oh, okay, maybe I should learn how to dink. And,
Hmm.
dinking, and dinking is gonna teach you because we all have to learn how to dink. That's why, it's so important to dink. So that's why I call him Dinky. And Whiffy, of course, it's a wiffle ball. So, though the goal is that they will be breaking the fourth wall
Hmm.
and teaching them how what's wrong in the way that Jay or Lee were doing the technique.
Hmm.
That way they can learn the rules. If they step on the line, Dinky goes in. See, he stepped on the line. That's a fault, and stuff like that. And
Dinky is pickleball police.
yes, he knows the rules. He will implement them.
I love it. I love it. Well, Ishmael, I really appreciate that you came on with us and you got to share what your pickleball journey's been and Pickleball Chronicles. I think it's wonderful for the families out there. I really encourage the parents to go out and go to Amazon and pick a book up for their kids.
Awesome, awesome. So, um, if you send, um, if you complete 10 pages and you send them to our Instagram, I'll be making 5 more pages just for those people who send in their pages, and I'll be able to feature them in the Instagram. So if they want to be featured in the Instagram, I'll feature them. Just color the pages, send them in, and we'll pick up the best out of the pages, and we're gonna feature you and tag you in our Instagram. So that'll be awesome.
I
How
love
cool is
that.
that?
Yeah. And what's the Instagram that they can find Pickleball Chronicles at?
Instagram, Pickleball Chronicles at Pickleball Chronicles.
Easy.
Very easy. It's
No,
right here. Pickleball.
no excuses, people. It's in the
Right.
name.
Easy. It's so easy. So
Well, thanks again for coming on, and we wish you the best of luck with the future of Pickleball Chronicles.
thank you.
That was so much having Ishmael on. I just love what he's doing with Pickleball Chronicles and just introducing the sport to so many children. I think that's just gonna take the sport to the kind of the next generation.
I think so too. And it's such a great idea because, like he had mentioned, it does kind of bridge that gap between kids who may be like dipping their toe in the water of like being interested in the sport and wanting that connection with somebody in their life that plays pickleball. And it made me think of our very special nephew and number one fan, Finn, who after this episode, I'm going to go and purchase him one of these coloring books because I think that he would absolutely love it.
Oh, I know he'd love it. You know, we already do the coloring, right? We kind of have our little family coloring contests and stuff,
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
Not even a contest, but we just share all of our coloring pages and yeah, Finn's already good. So can you imagine? It's gonna just accelerate his uh excitement to learn how to
Mhm.
play pickleball.
Yeah, I think so too. And I looked at the price and the number of pages that you get, and it's such a great deal. He mentioned it's really easy to get. You just order on Amazon. Like everything comes from Amazon these days, so it'll show
Yeah,
up in a few days. But it's only $12.99, and you get 70 plus images to color. I think that's
yeah,
plenty for him to share with us, so we
yes.
can also participate in these coloring contests.
Maybe we should all get the book and then we can all just say, okay, we're doing page 14 today.
Yes, I think that's an even better idea.
That'd be fun. We could just
Yeah,
share all the different visions of what we could do with these characters.
right? And
Yeah.
I think he can see himself in some of the characters and some of the stories too, because lately he's been talking about wanting to learn how to play pickleball. And you know what he asked me?
What's that?
He said, "Do you think Uncle Greg will teach me how to play pickleball?"
Oh my gosh. I can't
And,
wait. I
and I
can't wait
told
to teach them.
Yes, I was like, I don't even think that's a question you have to
Right.
ask. I think Uncle Greg would be so happy to teach you how to play. I said, I don't know if he's ever coached anybody in pickleball. So I'll ask you, how do you get
Okay.
a child
Mm,
motivated and interested in playing pickleball?
right. Well, full disclosure, I've never taught an 8-year-old how to play pickleball before, so this will be the first
You'll be
time.
the first.
So he's going to be my template. I need
Yes.
to figure out how to do this. It's got to be fun, right? An 8-year-old, if they're not having fun, they're going to lose interest right away.
Oh, true.
So you got to make it fun. And I think you have to really celebrate every win, not just like winning a game, but hitting a good shot or just hitting it over the net at the beginning, or dinking it in the kitchen. If they feel like they're accomplishing something, that's going to make them want to accomplish more. It's like when you taught me how to play pickleball, it's like I hit a shot and I'm going, oh my gosh, I wanna do that again. I would like, you go, "Good shot, uncle," and I'm like, "Oh my god, okay, let me try that again, let me try that again," and, like, at first, like, there was no way I was hitting, I couldn't hit 2 in a row, right? I was hitting 1 over, and then the next one is going flying out of bounds somewhere because I thought I was a tennis player, and I was hitting it over the fence with my big old swings. So, like, what you did with me is you encouraged me, and I think with Ben, it's gonna be a lot of encouragement. Obviously we got to mix a little technique in there so he's not learning bad habits at the beginning. That's the worst thing you could do is probably learn bad habits. So, get some good habits in there and celebrate it and make it fun. Smile a lot, laugh a lot, and there's got to be some treats afterwards, right? For an 8-year-old, there's got to be some treats.
Heck yeah. I told him, I said, after you're done with the lesson with Uncle, there's plenty of places for you to take him for lunch or for dinner because he wanted to take you to an Italian ice shop that's kind of near the facility.
Oh,
I said,
perfect.
after your lesson, you got to take Uncle over there.
With it sold, right? That's easy. I
So he's
am there.
thrilled. Yeah, he cannot wait. And I know that you're going to be such a great coach. And I think I shouldn't have encouraged you so much because now I can't beat you. And that was the only time I was able to maybe beat you in a game. And now look at you.
You created a monster, Bridgie.
I sure did. The best monster, best pickleball monster out there, Uncle
But that's
Greg.
what a great coach you are. Maybe that's your calling.
That's
Well, let's take our third shot to Finn and all the other youth out there that are learning pickleball. So,
yeah.
cheers to all of you.
Cheers.
And I know Finn is listening or watching. So, Finn, I cannot wait to teach you. All right, for everybody that is got kids or don't have kids, I thank you for joining us. Where Bridgie and I will continue to share our pickleball journey. A real special thanks to Ishmael. And if you want to learn more about Pickleball Chronicles, go on their Instagram. It's real easy. It's pickleball_chronicles. So that's the one thing we didn't mention before. It's that little underscore there. And go to Amazon. And as Richie said, it's like $12.99. You get over 70 images. It's a fantastic book, and it tells a great story. And I just can't, promote it enough. So thanks for Ishmael, and we promise to have more amazing guests just like him on future episodes of Third Shot. Let's continue to share our enjoyment for the game and grow this pickleball community together. See you next time on Third Shot Podcast.